Hello! Welcome to my super fancy, very cool Minecraft house. You know, speaking of houses, I've been thinking a lot lately about the house I grew up in, my childhood home. And I'm very nostalgic for it. It's been 15 years since I set foot inside, but I just can't kind of stop thinking about it, and I'm sure many of you have similar experiences. Now, I've also been thinking a lot about building a very detailed house in Minecraft, so I've sort of been itching to do that, actually. Just take all the mods, all the detail, everything you'd ever want, and just build an amazing Minecraft house. So I figured, why not put those two ideas together? Build my childhood home in Minecraft in outrageous detail, from memory, just for the extra challenge. That sounds fun to me. How about you guys? It's gonna be a big build, so let's go.
Oh, welcome back from that time-lapse, everybody. So you can see here's the actual finished house. I think it looks pretty good. It turned out really well. I'm actually pretty proud of it. But I'm going to go ahead and take you guys through the inside and kind of talk about a little bit about how I built it and the things I remember from the inside. Because again, I did this mostly from memory. So definitely the hardest part of getting started was setting the ratios correctly. I kind of tried to base it off of the thickness of these 3 brick pillars here on the front. So I kind of figured one of these is going to be about 1 block, and then from there I sort of was able to roughly work out everything else. It got a lot easier as I went on, but definitely getting started with these ratios by far the hardest part. So let's head up into the entryway. Green door, remember that. And again, this is all done from memory. So I did the outside based on a couple pictures that I had, as well as modern Google Street View of the outside, but the inside is entirely from just what I remember. So it's entirely possible I've forgotten just entire features of this house. It's been a long time since I've been in here. And in particular, light fixtures, I know I had a bit of trouble with. This, surprisingly, as like an 8-year-old, you don't really pay very much attention to the lights in a house. There were a couple that I remade because I remembered them pretty well, but other than that, I think I did a pretty good job. So this is the entryway, like I said. Over here was the fish tank. We had a couple fish in here. This is definitely like my dad's thing. There was a coat closet over here, as well as our sort of formal, fancy holiday dining room in here. This furniture was a lot darker than this, but this was sort of about the best wood color match I could find. There's a cat's litter box over there, as well as kind of a serving buffet over there. I didn't really spend a lot of time in here as a kid, so I may have missed a couple things. Definitely the chandelier, that was the best I could do. I remember it being a lot bigger than that, but other than that, I don't remember anything about that chandelier, but I know there was one. Coming back out here to the entryway, we can head straight down it. Bathroom on the left. That's what direction that is. That's left. On the left, there's a little bathroom. This gray here is just a mirror. There's really no good way to do mirrors in-game, so I kind of just made them gray. And we go straight into the kitchen. Big table. Kind of, again, scaled to, like, 8-year-old me. The table and countertops certainly were not this high, but because I did this from memory, it's entirely likely that all of the scaling is, like, scaled to child me, if that makes sense. Here we have some of the kitchen cabinets. There's a little microwave and a little desk. I remember I used to sit under this desk and, like, play Spaceship. I'd pull out that drawer as, like, the wing of the spaceship. That was a time. Refrigerator, very large refrigerator. And the rest of the kitchen, big old oven, and sink, dishwasher, and like a little pass-through into this room down here. Now, my parents always called this the sunroom, and I don't... Did you guys have sunrooms in your house growing up? I don't know. Is that a common thing? But anyway, this was the room where my mom kept all of her plants, and there was some furniture in here that we never sat on, and some glass tables that I had to, like, clean the dust off of every weekend. So I didn't really like these very much. There's the backyard. We'll get to that in a little bit. We can head back up into the kitchen. There was a clock over there, and the cat's food and water dish. Now, I would like to talk a little bit about this white thing right here. For some reason, this house had, like, a whole house intercom system. So my bedroom had a panel, and my parents' bedroom had a panel, and here was a panel right here. But basically, you could, like, talk to any other room from this panel right here. And I guess my mom used to, like, call me down to dinner and things like that. Again, I don't know if that was very common. It seems really weird to me now, though. I sort of just accepted it as a kid, but it was very odd. Here's the living room. Garage is through here. Nice living room. Big old boxy old 90s TV, right? This was it's from a while ago. Just a pretty basic den or living room down here. You come back around. We'll show you the basement real quick. There were a bunch of pictures as well, of course, as we head down. And the basement was used as, like, my toy room. So basically, all of my toys and my video games and stuff were always down here in this room that we sort of finished off. A bunch of board games and stuff here on this shelf. I had an air hockey table and a cool chalkboard. A bunch of Legos over here. As well as kind of a cheap fold-out blue sofa and a little TV and my PlayStation 2 over here. Now, this room, beyond my playroom, I don't remember anything about it. Really, it was unfinished, and I'm pretty sure... Well, I don't think there were bats in here, but there was like a water heater and like an old bench over here and a bunch of boxes and storage. So this room always creeped me out, and I don't really remember anything about it. So I sort of filled it up with these little boxes. But... oh, you can open them. So again, there's that intercom panel I was talking about earlier. But if we head back up the stairs, I'll take you guys to the upstairs. Again, there's sort of a very weird octagonal window by the front door. Not sure what was up with that. You can go up these stairs to kind of this hallway that ran across the house. And I'll start with this room on the end here. This was the guest bedroom where like my grandma would always stay when she'd come over. These were some like sliding glass closet doors. They were nice and like gold or maybe brass or something. I sort of represented that with the yellow here. We kept all of like our wrapping paper and some spare things behind here. Coming out here, here's my bedroom. I think I've sort of decorated this one the most out of any room in the house because I remember the most about it, obviously. We have my lamp, a little alarm clock, and a bed, obviously. I spent a lot of time in here playing games on my old, very 90s computer that I've sort of done in that beige 90s plastic. I kept CDs over here and, you know, my games, other important things. Books up here, and again, sliding closet doors. I kept some toys down there. Here's a bulletin board. There was like a boombox over here and some boxes of random crap. This picture up here was actually a picture of, I forget what rocket it was. It was a space shuttle. I forget which one. In sort of a big frame right above my bed. I was always into space, into like rockets and things as a kid. I sort of drew a little space shuttle there and a little bits. It didn't really turn out super well. Coming down here, I feel like I might have missed a room. Like there might have been like a closet over here, but I couldn't find space to actually put a closet. So I'm not sure if there was one out here. I don't really recall. In here is my parents' office, where they did their computer work with their slightly less 90s computer in black plastic, of course. There were some shelves up here where my mom kept, like, stuffed animals, like some teddy bears and things, as well as this cabinet that we kept, I don't really remember, like a bunch of delicate ceramics and things in. A little sofa out here. This room looks really empty, so I imagine I probably missed, like, a piece of furniture or something in here, but I can't really remember what else might have been in here. I do remember that it was mustard yellow for some reason, though. Now, coming back out here, we have the laundry room out here with a bunch of magnets on the washer and the dryer. Across from my bathroom, it was sort of like a double bathroom with one sink here, one sink there. I think they assumed that there would like be multiple kids sharing this bathroom, but I was, of course, an only child, so I got both sinks to myself. I only ever used this one, though. I kind of left the other one alone. Again, bathroom here with a little toilet and some toilet paper and a shower. There's a skylight up here as well. And I feel like there might have been a shelf or something above, because I seem to recall there being like a picnic basket up there, of all things. So there must have been some kind of shelf up there, but I can't, again, common refrain for this video, but I can't really remember very well. Heading back out here, at the end of the hall was my parents' bedroom, which is pretty well decorated. Here was a big dresser and a chest of drawers over here. I think this was my mom's side of the bed, and my dad's over there. And they kept a small little TV in their room as well. As I'm sort of building this room out, though, again, there's sort of a dead space here, and I feel like my dad might have kept his guitars right here, possibly. Heading over here, this was my parents' master bath. It was blue in here, I remember that, definitely. And there's kind of like a moon motif. I recall there being like a ceramic crescent moon up on the wall in this bathroom. Very similar kind of like carnival lights to the rest of the bathrooms in the house. It's kind of dated, maybe, I'm not sure. Big ol' tub, and a sort of a shower stall. And this was my mom's closet. You can get up into the attic from in here, and she also, like, always stored the Christmas presents and things in here. Sorry, Mom. If you're watching this, I definitely know that you kept all of the presents in here. Sorry. And my dad's closet was in here. Sort of heading back out now. I can take you guys around to the backyard and show you what's going on out there as well. So heading through the sunroom, we can open up the back door. And here's another cat. We had two cats, one inside cat and one outside cat. They hated each other, so we could have made a little house for the outside cat out here. So it was heated, and we kept his food and water out here. And he loved it in there. You could sort of, like, go in, and he had, like, a little nest in there. And the roof was actually hinged, so we could, like, open it up and give him pets and stuff when he was, like, sort of sleeping in his outside cat house. That sounds weird, but yeah. This is like a patio / outdoor grilling and eating area. A little barbecue grill over there and a picnic table here. You could head out into the backyard. And I spent a lot of time out here because I had this play structure, actually. It was built on top of like a storm grate. I remember that. And there was that circular big rusty iron lid on it. I had a little swing set with 2 swings and a yellow knotted climbing rope and sort of general clubhouse stuff up there. We were gonna add a roof to it, but we never really did. I had a lot of fun building this, actually. Like, to be honest, it was really weird. It was really strange. I kept getting, weird feelings and kind of half-formed memories as I was building this place. It was a lot of fun. Speaking of strange feelings, if this is through some crazy, unlikely turn of events, if this happens to be your house, like, if you were the person who lives in this house right now, and you were for some reason watching this video, first of all, I'm very sorry, because this must have been a very uncomfortable, very unsettling experience. I definitely apologize for that. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed watching me build my childhood house, and potentially, very unlikely, your house. Well, thanks for watching, everybody, and I will go ahead and see you guys next time.